Race night number 3, Summer Showdown Series. Green flag, here we go. And off they go into turn number 1. At the front of the pack, it's Tim Sikorsky, single file, heading down the back straightaway. Cotton Bowl Speedway. Gaudette rides in second. Doral rides in third. That's your top 3, 3-car breakaway. Here comes Adam Gandera out on the track, a late arriver, but up at the front of the pack. Coming out of turn 4, lap number 1, it's Sikorsky in the 7S. Tommy Doral rides in second. Daniel Gaudette, that is your top 3 as they start to break away from the pack. Caution flag on the track. Once again, 1 lap complete out of 8 here in heat race number 1 for your street stocks. First race of the night. We get set to go. Sikorsky brings him down. Green flag. And off they go. Big break for the 7S into turn number 1. The field in tow. Doral now rides in second. Let's watch how they shake it down on the back straightaway. Doral starting to close the gap. 1 car length in between them as they dive into turn number 3. Sikorsky trying to hold on. Much straighter route for Doral. Now he's almost up to the back bumper. This will be lap number 2. Sikorsky brings him down. Doral hanging there in second. Here's Gandera. He will now go to third. Gaudette drops back to position number 4. Actually, Gaudette is in position number 3. Gandera 1 lap in errors here as he was a late arriver onto the track. Up at the front now a 3.5 car length advantage for Sikorsky as he's opened up the lead. Here they come around and Tim will hit the start finish line one more time. That is lap number 3. 3 laps complete here in heat race number 1. 2 heat races tonight here for your street stocks. Onto the back stretch they go. You see them starting to work the top part of the racetrack as they make their way into turn number 3. Correction on that from race control. The 60 of Gandera is on the lead lap. Correction, on the lead lap. So the 60 car does run in position number 3. Meanwhile, back at the front of the pack, we're halfway home, and it's Tim Sikorsky, car number 7, as he leads point leader Tommy Doral onto the back straightaway. We're going to call that about an 8-car length advantage into turn number 3 as they make their way around. Racetrack looking awful beautiful here this evening. No dust, no dirt, just nice and smooth from up here, but you can bet they're wrestling those machines around out on the racetrack. Sikorsky nice and smooth down at the bottom of the racetrack. He'll make his way onto the back straightaway, holding that advantage, holding that interval at about 8 car lengths for the driver of car number 7S. They make their way down once again. This time, this is lap number 6. 2 more times around for the driver of car number 7S. Tommy Doral and car number 9 separating themselves from the pack. That is how they run here in your street stocks. Heat race. First race of the night here at CBS. The finale of the Summer Showdown Series. Here's Doral making a last lap push. White flag in the air. One more time around. They flash by. Can Doral chase him down? Let's watch him through corners 1 and 2. Nice and straight. Sikorsky, looks like Sikorsky may be in trouble. Remember the last time out, Sikorsky went out in a blaze of glory. Brand new power plant in that car number 7. Here comes Doral. Doral trying to put the heat on. Bottom of the track, Sikorsky. Checkered flag waves. Give it to Tim Sikorsky in the 7S. Tommy Doral will come home second. Adam Gandera third. Heat race number 1. You give that one to the driver of the 7S. This second heat race at the start zone. Green flag. And away they go. 9C a little slow on the start. Scooby-Doo looking out saying, hey man, speed it up. Here's Slot onto the back straightaway. There they go. The 12 rides in second. That's Weatherford. And there's Tim Ellis in the 17. Let's see if Ellis can work up on the top side, but it's Slot all by his lonesome. As they make their way down the front straightaway, it's Slot leading lap number 1. Weatherford rides in second, and Tim Ellis in car number 17 as they run 1, 2, 3. The old throwback scheme on the 12 car. Got the old Dale Earnhardt Wrangler Jean Chevrolet Monte Carlo livery on that car, and it's looking mighty good on the back straightaway as he rides in second place, but out by himself. Here's Rob Slot in the 48Rs. He leads the field down. The race is for second place between the 12R and the 17 of Tim Ellis. Ellis to the back bumper is going to take a peek down on the bottom of the racetrack. We'll focus on that as the hot spot on the racetrack. The back straightaway they go. 1.5 car lengths up in that position for Weatherford. Weatherford will hold on as Slot flashes by once again. Will make his way down to the inside of the 9C of Carl Budeker. Here's Weatherford and Ellis battling for that runner-up position. They are inches apart. Ellis takes a peek on the top side. Weatherford stays on the bottom, and he will have the momentum coming out of turn number 2. And will take a 1 car length advantage into turn 3. Here's Slot at the line, halfway home. Weatherford, meanwhile, staying at the very bottom of the racetrack. It looks like Ellis is exploring the different grooves. Looked up on the top side, but he gets back in line as they race down the front stretch. Now they're both going to go top shelf. Ellis will stay up top. Weatherford's going to stay on the bottom. Onto the back straightaway they go. Shifting high up the track goes Weatherford. Now Ellis right there. He's 1 car length behind him. He closes up. Going to take a peek down on the bottom. Weatherford's going to slam the door here coming out of turn number 4. And he will hold on to that second spot one more time as they work lap number 6 on the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 is your race leader, Rob Slott in the 48R. Ellis taking a stab once again down at the bottom at the quarter panel at turn number 2, but they hit the straightaway. It's 1 car length once again for Weatherford into turn number 3. A little bit of corner entry problems, it looks like, for Weatherford. Weatherford taking the turn very straight, and that's keeping Ellis behind it. But now up the track goes Weatherford. Here's Ellis down on the bottom. Let's see if Ellis can make that move. White flag at the line for Rob Slott. And Slott taking it nice and easy down the front stretch. This is the dogfight back here for second. Here's Weatherford down on the bottom. Ellis will take a peek, but he will fall in line, and they will stay that way at 1 car length down the front straightaway. Out of turn number 4, here comes your race winner. Heat race number 2, give it to Rob Slott in the 48R. Weatherford a little sideways, and Ellis will go by. It took a slip up by the driver of the 12 to give up that runner-up position. Ellis takes advantage of it, and he will come home second. Tim Ellis second, and Randy Weatherford third. Heat race number 2 here in your street stocks. On the outside, 8 laps to go as they hit the pink start zone. Green flag. Sewell with the big jump in car number 15. McGreen down on the bottom. Here comes the 88J. Big move there for Jeff Blackwood. Blackwood at the quarter panel of McGreen. Onto the back straightaway they go, trying to go single file into turn number 3. A little bit of a backlog there. Sewell continues to hold the lead. Here they come around. McGreen riding in second. Blackwood third. Sims at the bottom of the track. Gaggle of race cars coming right here in front of us. Ed Hall rounding out the top 5 as the top 5 have separated themselves from the rest of the pack. Here's McGreen, gets a little bit of a shove there from Blackwood. Onto the back stretch they go. There is the 88. Blackwood trying to get down to the inside. He'll back out of it. A little bit of a backlog there into Storm and Steve Sims. 5 strong coming down in front of us. It's Sewell in the 15, leading McGreen, Blackwood, Sims, and Eddie Hall into turn number 1. They work lap number 3. Through corners number 1 and 2, nice grooves. McGreen, big push off of turn 2. Here they go down the back straightaway. Lightning McGreen down on the bottom. He's at the quarter panel. Will they touch? They slip and slide sideways. A little bit of smoke out of the back of the 95. Sewell able to hold on to the top side. He'll lead lap number 3 as they flash by once again. Blackwood taking a peek down on the bottom. Now he'll go up to the top side. Blackwood's going to try to shove it down on the bottom. McGreen, big push onto the backstretch, side by side. Bottom of the racetrack, McGreen. On the top side is Sewell in the 15. Side by side in the corner. Nice straight groove for the 95. A little slipping and sliding on the top side for Sewell. At the line this time by, it's McGreen in the 95. By a nose that time by at the halfway point. 4 laps down, 4 to go. Lightning McGreen in the 95, trying to be free and clear up at the front of the pack, and he does. To the front, 1 car length. The 95 up to the top. Here comes Sewell back down on the bottom. Terrible Tim Sewell at the bottom of the racetrack. They're going to be side by side for a moment. McGreen holds on and leads lap number 5. Gets it back down in front of Sewell. And now Sewell dives down back on the bottom once again. He's at the door. Maybe some contact, maybe not. Onto the back straightaway they go. McGreen free and clear out on the top once again. Here is Blackwood up on the very top of the racetrack. He'll try to take a peek and go around him. Here's Sewell down on the bottom. A little bit of lap traffic in front of them. Could go 3 wide here down the front stretch as they go down to the inside of Hawken in the 003. Blackwood contact into McGreen as up to the top goes Sewell. Sewell back to the top of the pack. Onto the back stretch they go. Here's Storm and Steve Sims up to the top. McGreen from first all the way back to 4th in a matter of less than 3/8 of a mile. Sewell at the bottom of the racetrack. This time by, white flag in the air. One more time around. Car number 15. Jeff Blackwood in the 88, going to try to push it to the top. Let's see if he can make a move up there. Bobby Caulfield will be in their path. Crossover. Blackwood to the bottom. He flashes by on the bottom groove, and he is free and clear into the lead. But now, there is Bobby Caulfield. Sewell down to the bottom. It's going to be a battle to the line. Here they come. Blackwood on top. Sewell on the bottom. They push. They touch. Here they come around. Terrible Tim Sewell wins it over Blackwood. Storm and Steve Sims third. Lightning McGreen fourth. What a finish. That is how you do it right there. He does. Green flag. Big move. Holmeyer up on the top side. Did not waste that introduction that I gave him. Oh, a little trouble there. Maybe some contact there with Natek, but here they go. You're going to have a three-wide sandwich into turn number 3. Hold on, Billy Rashetsky. Right in the middle of the racetrack. Blankenship and Homeyer, they split him, and it's Tim Homeyer, your race leader in car number 8. To the front of the pack he goes. Car number 8, Tim Homeyer, your race leader. Blankenship is right behind him, and there is Barry in the 0-2. Onto the back straightaway they go. These are your Browning factory stocks. Big battle happening right about here. Homeyer trying to hold on. Side-by-side battle, bottom of the racetrack. Too deep here down the front straightaway. Homeyer's going to hold on one more time as he leads lap number 2. And they make their way onto the back straightaway. Boy, I tell you what, we have got some good battles happening right here tonight on the racetrack. And they go. We got another one right here. Herring rides in second place. And there is Homeyer right behind him. Those two slipping and sliding out of turn number 4. They flash by the start-finish line one more time. They're working towards the halfway point. Tim Homeyer and Chad Herring now trying to get his way into the mess there in that car number 02. That's Matthew Berry. He rides in third. Let's watch Herring. Herring trying to ease up. Half a car length between them. Tim Homeyer this time by halfway down. We're 4 down. 4 more to go here in Browning Factory Stock Heat Race number 2. Berry rides in third as he tries to get an advantage there. Down to the bottom goes Herring. Herring takes a stab at Homeyer. He will not make the pass there. They go onto the back straightaway one more time. 1 car length in between them. Homeyer dives into turn number 3. Chad Herring right behind him. Herring's going to take a peek down on the bottom. Could have a side-by-side battle down the front stretch, but Homeyer gets the best of that. Herring's going to take a peek up on the top side, right up to the back bumper. He may go to the bottom groove. He does. Here's Chad Herring down on the bottom. Tim Homeyer on the top side, drag racing down the back straightaway. At the door, at the 8, front of the door, side-by-side, into turn number 3. Herring eases ahead. Here they come out of corner number 4. Down to the bottom is Herring. On the top is Homeyer. Homeyer by the front end of the race car leads lap number 6. On to the back straightaway, they set sail. Down on the bottom, Chad Herring. Here's Homeyer. It's not any better than this, race fans. Here's Chad Herring once again, going to dive down deep. Homeyer kind of shuts the door a little bit there. Herring's going to take another stab down on the bottom. 3/8 of a mile to go this time by. Homeyer on the top side. Herring's going to do a crossover move. He goes to the top, trailing a little bit of smoke out of the back of that car. He's going to try to cross over and go down to the bottom of the racetrack, but Homeyer sits right in the middle of the racetrack, not giving him either groove. Now into turn number 3. Chad Herring down to the bottom. Tim Homeyer on the top. Here they come. Checkered flag waves. It's going to be the Purple Power, car number 8. Tim Homeyer wins it, followed by Chad Herring and the 02 of Matthew Berry. Heat race number 2 in your Browning factory stock. That's how you do it right there, my friends. Here we go. Quickly, Borjo in the 69. Drag race down into turn number 1. Morris in the 94. Look at Doherty trying to thread the needle, and Doherty side by side onto the back straightaway. They go. Doherty down on the inside. Borjo up on the top. Into turn number 3 they go. It's Morris in the 94 leading. They come around turn number 4. Here's Allison Morris, car number 94. Jeff Borjo rides in second. Side by side battle there with Mason Doherty, car number 33. Got a little bit of action happening back behind him. Brandon Pruitt in the 25. Side by side battle there with Terry Scherner onto the back straightaway. Still looking like a trophy dash. Into turn number 3, side by side. Doherty on the bottom, Borjo on the top side. As Morris leads on in the 94 up on the top side. This is lap number 2 for car number 94. There's Borjo in the 69. Doherty's going to cross it over, try to go to the top. Let's watch Mason work that top groove. Opens up the bottom for Terry Scherner. No room there to make a pass that time by. On the back stretch they go, and it's still Allison Morris, car number 94. Nice run for Morris in the 94. Up at the very top, rim riding. It's Doherty in the 33M as Borjo free and clear in second. Terry Scherner takes advantage of that, goes down to the inside, and it's now Scherner riding in position number 3. Watch the 25. That's Pruitt down on the bottom. Side-by-side battle as Mason Doherty's put himself up in that outside top shelf line, and he's losing spots. Here's Pruitt down on the bottom. Doherty to the top of the track. Only behind him now is Dwayne Toyne as they hit the halfway point this time by. 4 down, 4 to go. Allison Morris, car number 94 leads. Jeffrey Borjo in second. Here comes Terry Scherner trying to assert a charge on the back straightaway. He is right there, 1 car length behind the 69B. They're going to go through corners number 2 and 3. Let's see if Scherner can get a drive off of corner number 4. continues to be Morris in the 94. Borho, Scherner, Pruitt, Gordy, and Dwayne Toyne. Into turn number 1 they go. Single file all the way around. Pruitt trying to take a peek down on the bottom. Now Doherty is going to take a peek down on the bottom side of car number 25. But they'll hit the back straightaway now through corners number 3 and 4. And it continues to be Morris holding on in that car number 94. Nice run for the 94. 2-car length advantage. As the next time by, they'll see the white flag. Nice steady groove for Allison Morris in the 94, but here comes Jeff Borho, car number 69B, really starting to make a move there. And Borho's going to try to get a nice straight shot down the front straightaway with the white flag in the air. One more time around. Let's see if Jeffrey Borho can make a charge at this, or if Allison Morris can hold on here in heat race number 1. Morris is there, half a car length lead. Onto the back straightaway they go. Borho a little higher groove. Here's Terry Scherner coming down to the bottom. Morris able to open up the gap just a little more. Racing down at the bottom of the racetrack. Checkered flag in the air. Allison Morris wins heat race number 1 in car number 94. Jeff Borho, Terry Scherner. Nice. Here they come at the tire. Green flag. The 2 and 2 of Mike Newby all the way up on the top side from the outside. Goes to the front of the pack. Here's Tracy Scherner down on the bottom. Onto the back straightaway they go. Mike Newby trying to hold on. Look at Owens up on the top. Here comes A.J. Dancer side by side with George Eckbert. That's a couple of big movers right there. The 70 and the 52. Out of turn number 4. Newby in the 2 and 2. Scherner in the 0-1 tee. Down to the bottom is A.J. Dancer. Dancer way down at the bottom of the racetrack. Throws that baby into the corner, and here they come out of corner number 2. Scherner way up high, and that allows A.J. Dancer in the 52 to be free and clear into second. There's Owens in the 8, side by side. Up the hill goes Newby. You don't have to tell him twice. New race leader, A.J. Dancer, car number 52. Buck Owens rides in second. The 2 and 2 of Mike Newby. That is your top 3 as they work lap number 3 here in heat race number 2 for your iStocks. 3-wide action coming up, possibly on the back straightaway. Tracy Scherner in the 0-1 tee. On the outside's Mike Newby. Here is Egbert taking a peek down on the bottom. He'll back out of it. Otkin runs in the back of the 489. All by himself out front is A.J. Dancer, car number 52, followed by Owens in car number 8. A little close for comfort right there into corner number 1. They slide him in, slide him through, and slide him down the back straightaway. Newby in third. Scherner trying to hold on, but here comes the 70 of Egbert down to the bottom. Onto the back, or onto the front straightaway they come. It continues to be A.J. Dancer holding on. He's halfway home. 4 laps out of 8, and A.J. Dancer in cruise control here in heat race number 2 for the iStocks. Onto the back straightaway they go one more time. Dancer continues to hold on. Owens rides in second. Side-by-side battle. Egbert on the bottom. Up on the top side, the 2 and 2 of Mike Newby. That's your hot spot on the racetrack. Pretty hot behind them there as well. As Otkin in the 489, the 0-1 tee of Scherner. And now it's Egbert makes the pass on Newby in the 2 and 2. They go single file into turn number 1. Your leader's on the backstretch. That's A.J. Dancer. He opens up almost a straightaway advantage over Buck Owens in car number 8. Single file all the way to the back of the pack there with Egbert, Newby, Otkin, and Tracy Scherner. Flashing by one more time. That completes lap number 6. So working on lap number 7 onto the back straightaway, your race leader, car number 52, A.J. Dancer, continues to hold on, but behind him a little uneasiness right back there as Buck Owens has that second spot. But here comes George Egbert in the 70, about a half a car length behind him. White flag in the air one more time around for Dancer. Here's Egbert down at the bottom of the racetrack. Owens goes high at the line. Owens holds on, but possibly not for long. Down to the bottom, Egbert throws it back into that 70 around, raises up the left tire up off the ground, hits the backstretch. It's George Egbert to second place, car number 70, as he goes into turn number 3. There's your race leader, 2 in a row, car number 52, A.J. Dancer going to victory lane. Here's Egbert three-wheeling out of turn number 4. Egbert comes home second, followed by the 8 of Buck Owens. Heat race. Green and going, we're racing. Higgins, big jump to the front of the pack in the 37H. He's all free and clear out there for the moment. Here's Ken Plonsky down on the bottom. Plonsky trying to get the dive. Jason Batt down on the bottom. 2 of the top 3 in the standings of the Summer Showdown Series into turn number 3. Down on the bottom, Batt, Plonsky, big drive off of turn number 4. He will hold that second spot as they make their way down the front straightaway. Garrett Higgins in the 37H is your leader. Ken Plonsky rides in second. Jason Batt to the top side. He hit the back straightaway, and it continues to be Higgins. Nice run for the 37H as he leads going into turn number 3. Bat's going to go to the top side. Side-by-side battle momentarily. Ken Plonsky on the bottom. Here is Bat up on the top. They flash by one more time at the line. The scoring gives it to Ken Plonsky, but only by inches. Here's Bat 3 wide through turn 1 and 2. Jason Bat going to try to make it 3 wide onto the back straightaway. They go. Bat down the middle. He gets by Plonsky to the inside of Higgins. Then to turn number 3. Higgins sideways up at the top. Bat staying in the middle of the racetrack. Plonsky's trying to come back on the bottom. They flash by. It's going to be Higgins in the 37H. Bat and Plonsky 1, 2, 3 as we work lap number 4. Onto the back straightaway they go. And it is Higgins continuing to hold on, but for how long? Here comes Jason Bat trying to stay even with A.J. Dancer in the Summer Showdown Series to take it even into the main event. Here's Bat down on the bottom. He's at the door. Onto the front stretch they come. Halfway home, Garrett Higgins in the 37H will hold on as they race into turn number 1. 4 laps to go. Here is Jason Bat. Bat down on the bottom, going to try to make the pass. Garrett Higgins able to hold on. Bat now up on the top side. Let's see if he stays there. He will stay up at the top of the racetrack. Plonsky stays right there within shooting distance of these top 2 leaders. They flash by one more time. Way down on the bottom of the racetrack, straight entry by Jason Bat, but he's not able to get it turned as he went nosedived into the corner, and that actually gave Higgins the advantage coming out of corner number 2. He opens it up to 1.5 car lengths, but Bat will try to reel him back in here as they make their way out of turn number 4. It's Garrett Higgins in the 37H, Jason Bat, Ken Plonsky 1, 2, 3, John Hobbs, and the 3X. Everybody still on the racetrack. Travis Norman there riding shotgun on the field. Onto the back straightaway they go, this time by. Attention in the birdcage. White flag will be displayed one more time around, this time for Garrett Higgins in the 37H. 3/8 of a mile for that 37H. Can he hold off Jason Bat? Bat's going to take a peek right up on the bumper. He'll try to nosedive and take a run down on the bottom of the racetrack as they hit the back straightaway. Bat's going to take a peek up on the top side, set up the entry here for turn number 3. Bat down to the bottom. Higgins trying to hold on out of corner number 4. Here they are. Garrett Higgins in the 37H. Jason Bat, Ken Plonsky. 1, 2, 3 the battle here in iStock Heat Race Field. Green and going. Big move, but it is Miller in the 10. Let's watch him try to shake it out. Oh, man, all kinds of movement going around. Caleb Kroom, but the yellow flag does wave at the tire. Nathan Lavender says, let's go, green flag. This time with the whole start jump from the outside, it's Dude Ferris in the 84. Ferris down at the bottom of the racetrack. Here's Taylor Florio to the top. Caden Honeycutt in the 37. Now they race into turn number 3. Ferris going to try to hold on. Florio up at the top. Here's Caden Honeycutt to the middle of the racetrack. Lap number 1, this time by. It is Ferris in the 84, but Florio trying to get a run on the top side. That's a fast-moving young lady up at the top of the racetrack. Honeycutt, Ferris up the track. A little bit of contact with Honeycutt. That 84 car is pushing a ton. And here comes a 10 down on the bottom. That's a 10 of Colby Miller as they make their way around. It's going to be Honeycutt hanging on to second. Florio all by herself out at the front of the pack for Taylor Florio. Leading here in heat race number 1, Caden Honeycutt down to the bottom of the racetrack. Car number 37, there's Honeycutt side by side with Florio into turn number 3. Taylor up on top, Caden down on the bottom. They'll race side by side out of corner number 4. Florio able to hold on one more time. The 21T lead at lap number 3 as we work towards the halfway point here in heat race number 1. Caden Honeycutt, followed by Colby Miller in the 10. The car number 49 of Caleb Kroom, and rounding out the top 5, the 84 of Dude Ferris. Here's Florio. This time by, she'll be greeted with cross flag. Halfway home this time for the 21. 37 Honeycutt down on the bottom, side by side into turn number 1. Down on the bottom, Honeycutt trying to make it work, washes up the racetrack. Florio thinking about a crossover move, but stays in line. Honeycutt will lead by half a car length into turn number 3. Caden Honeycutt slipping and sliding around turn number 4. What a fine racetrack we are racing on here tonight. Great track prep by H.E. Nauman and staff here at Cotton Bowl Speedway tonight. The 37 of Caden Honeycutt now starting to open up the advantage over that 21 of Taylor Florio. Colby Miller in the 10, Caleb Kroom in the 4th place in the 49 as they have separated themselves from the rest of the pack. And Caden Honeycutt leads lap number 6, working on lap number 7 here in heat race number 1 for your IMCA Sport Mods, racing for that extra money here in our Summer Showdown Series once again tonight. Florio trying to hold on to second, Colby Miller in the 10, but here is Kroom in the 49. White flag displayed this time by for Caden Honeycutt in car number 37. Looks like the hot spot on the racetrack could be for that final podium spot. Is Caleb Kroom in the 49 is going to go to the inside of Colby Miller. Onto the backstretch they go. Kroom gets the run at the bottom of the racetrack, and Caleb Kroom will go to third place. Can he hold on? Here's Miller back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Caden Honeycutt, your winner in the 37. Contact out of turn number 4. Kroom trying to hold on. At the line, that will be Colby Miller and Caleb Kroom as they come around side by side. Contact out of corner number 4. They touch. They make their way down. Spectacular finish. Green flag. Four wide into turn number 1. Look at the quick one. Wagner up on the top. Stewart down on the bottom. Here's Dwayne Owens down on the bottom. Burnett somehow gets through all of that, and he leads, but here comes Wagner up on the top side. Burnett in the middle of the racetrack. Mike Wagner rim riding up at the top of the speedway. Stewart there, a little contact with Egbert. Here they come around. Holy Toledo, look at that. That is how you do it right there. You only see that right here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. This big old wide fast 3/8 of a mile clay oval here in Paige, Texas. Mike Wagner into turn number 3 is your leader. Here comes Robert Stewart, Burnett, Dwayne Owens, your top 4. The Egberts racing at the back of the pack. This one far from settled. What a start here to heat race number 2. Mike Wagner, the quick one, leads. Robert Stewart rides in second. Gene Burnett, everything calms down just a little bit right now. We're barely working lap number 3, and we've already seen all of this. Here they go. Down to the bottom is Owens. Egbert up on the top side, the 787. Trevor Egbert and Dwayne Owens as Wagner clicks off another lap, followed by Stewart and Burnett. Egbert working up on the top side. Here comes the 717 of GW Egbert. Let's see if they can work up on the top side. Dwayne Owens down on the bottom. Trevor Egbert off of turn number 2. He will look down to the bottom of the racetrack, and he will go by or attempt to get by right here, Gene Burnett. We're halfway home right here. 4 down, 4 to go this time by for your race leader, Mike Wagner, the quick one. Robert Stewart rides in second, side-by-side battle just like that. Look at Trevor Egbert. Trevor Egbert all the way darting up into third position, but he's got a long road to hoe to get the quick one. As this one runs along right now, he's probably going to need a caution flag because Mike Wagner way up at the front of the pack, followed by Stewart. Let's watch Egbert in the 787 and see if he can chase down Stewart as they race here. Working lap number 6 here in heat race number 2. 8 laps in duration. A little bit of a slip back there for Wagner on the backstretch. He goes up the hill coming out of 4. Loses a little bit of ground, but still firmly in control as he leads lap number 6. It'll be 1 to go this next time by. Here's Stewart. Stewart, all kinds of smoke pouring out of the 32. He hand grenades an engine going into turn number 1. Smoke pouring out of the back of the 32. And the caution flag waves. Big time. Here they come around. It is Mike Wagner. That lead is gone. Green flag. We're racing once again. About to get good. Here's Trevor Egbert in the 787. GW Egbert there with him. 3-car battle about to happen right here. Onto the back straightaway they go. Wagner's holding on. Here's Trevor Egbert to the top of the racetrack. He'll now get back in line. GW Egbert rides back in third. White flag in the air one more time around for Mike Wagner. And the quick one. Trevor Egbert in the 787. Going to take a peek up on the top side. Little bit of a hiccup there. Let's watch him race down the back straightaway. Wagner in the quick one. Trevor Egbert rides in second. GW Egbert back in third. I think Egbert's going to call it good here in second place. Checkered flag waves. Here's your winner. Quick one, Mike Wagner, followed by Trevor Egbert. GW Egbert in the 717. That is your podium. To set them a sail. Here they come. Green flag in the air. We're racing. Fitzgerald in the 211 trying to hold on at the front there. Stewart down at the bottom. Onto the back straightaway they go. Rusty Head, big push off of turn number 2. And Rusty Head, a little shove to Fitzgerald in the 211. Down to the bottom goes Rusty Head. Rusty Head's going to try to make that first lap his as they come out of turn number 4. But it's Fitzgerald in the 211. Rusty Head rides in second. You got a good battle going on there with Don Painter up on the top side, working down into position number 3. We're back there for 4th. It's Stewart and Bailey Curry in the 05. Here's Fitzgerald, top of the speedway. Painter in his tracks. Down at the bottom's Rusty Head. This is lap number 2. Here in your Sport Mods heat race number 3. Fitzgerald trying to keep the pace up at the front of the pack. Rusty Head in the 55. Don Painter's there. Bailey Curry has now moved up to 4th position. Onto the back straightaway they go. Fitzgerald hanging on by 4 car lengths. Rusty Head in second. Don Painter top of the racetrack. Here's Bailey Curry on the dirt here tonight here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Back-to-back nights Racing dirt here for Bailey Curry in the 0-5. Trouble front of the pack. The 55 of Rusty Head, the 10 of Don Painter go out of second and third respectively. They both get rolling once again. That'll put Bailey Curry up at the front of the pack. He now rides in second. Here's Chad Fitzgerald as they reach the halfway point. Curry rides in second. What a job by the 0-5 to make his way through those two cars as they spun right in front of him. Painter's able to regroup it back in. He rides in third, but here's Heath Stewart down on the bottom. Stewart trying to make the pass there and get himself here on the podium in heat race number 3. Fitzgerald checks off another lap in the 2:11. The 0-5 of Curry. Here's the battle starting to shape up. Don Painter, Heath Stewart, Rusty Head. What an unfortunate break there for Painter and Head as they were battling along there. That second position here in heat race number 3. Back up to the front. This will complete lap number 6. 6 down, 2 to go for Chad Fitzgerald in the 2:11, leading over Curry. 3-car battle back here being led by Don Painter side by side. It's Rusty Head on the bottom. Heath Stewart up on the top side. Onto the back straightaway they go. A little bit of separation there between Curry and Don Painter this time by. White flag in the air one more time around for Chad Fitzgerald as he is in cruise control. But look at that battle back there between Stewart in the 14H and the 55 of Rusty Head as they go toe-to-toe into turn number 1. They'll settle that one as that's back there for 5th position. Out of turn number 4, here's Chad Fitzgerald. He'll bring the field down. He will win heat race number 3. Coming home second, Bailey Curry in the 0-5. Don Painter will come home third. Watch this battle for 4th. Stewart will hold on. The 14H over the 55. Race number 1 for your Magnum Custom Trailer IMCA Modifieds. At the start line, green flag. Higgins in the 37H to the front. Down at the bottom is Childress. Onto the backstretch they go. Look at that 3 wide down the back straightaway. Big move down to the middle of the racetrack. Garrett Herring in the 81. Herring down to the bottom. Let's see if he can make it stick. Chris Morris is down there as well. Could be 4 wide coming out of the corner. Continues to be the 37H of Garrett Higgins holding on. That's a big battle there behind him. In the 1H of Garrett Herring now slips back. Trouble, Chris Morris. Morris firmly in second place and loses the grip coming out of turn number 2. There's Kevin Green down to the bottom, and now Kevin Green up to second place in car number 5. They come out of turn number 4, and it continues to be Higgins in the 37H, followed by Kevin Green. Side-by-side battle with the 94 of Chris Morris and the car number 1H of Jared Herring. Onto the back straightaway they go. They will now go single file for a moment. Herring looks to the top side as Morris now pulls back even with him. That's a battle for third. This is lap number 3 this time by for Garrett Higgins in the 37H, followed by Kevin Green in car number 5. Kevin Green, fresh off of that track championship at Heart of Texas Speedway. Onto the backstretch they go. Can Green run him down? They'll be halfway home this time by for the 37H of Garrett Higgins. Here's Green down on the bottom. Big move by Kevin Green through turns 3 and 4. He's now almost to the back bumper of Garrett Higgins. Battle for the lead. Out of turn number 2, down on the bottom, Kevin Green. Higgins in the 37 on the back straightaway they go. 1 car length in between. Herring on the top, or Higgins on the top side. Here's Green down on the bottom out of turn number 4. Kevin Green with the drive in the bottom groove, but it will be once again Higgins in the 37-8. Going back to the top of the heat. This is lap number 6 they are working. Kevin Green down on the bottom out of turn number 4. Side-by-side battle as they'll go into turn number 3. Kevin Green down on the bottom. Garrett Higgins up on the top. Out of corner number 4. Kevin Green almost loops it, but he holds on. Higgins at the line one more time. That's lap number 6 complete. They work lap number 7. Through turns 1 and 2, Garrett Higgins in the 37-8. Here's Kevin Green coming back at him one more time. Inches apart into turn number 3. White flag will be in the air this time by Garrett Higgins in the 37-8. Kevin Green, car number 5, looking to settle here. Heat number 1 in your Magnum Custom Trailer Modified. Onto the back straightaway they go now. Here's Green. Green free and clear. He is your race leader. Onto the back straightaway into corner number 3. Kevin Green, car number 5. Garrett Higgins will try to gather it back in and make a pass. He will not do it. Kevin Green wins heat race number 1. Garrett Higgins and the 1H of Jared Herring. That is how you do it right there. Win a track championship. The night fights. Into turn number 3 they go. Getting ready to set sail at the pink tire right about there. Green flag. Off they go, Slot. Big jump in the 49 to the front of the pack. There is the 63 of Hardy Henderson quickly up to second. Going to bring Terry Woodall with him, along with Derek Scott Jr. and Eric Tomlinson. Single file into turn number 3. Slot in the 49. Henderson way up the track. Derek Scott hold on up there. Tomlinson sneaks by down on the bottom. Here they come. They got one lap complete. Official race here in heat race number 2. Slot in the 49. Henderson in the 63. Tomlinson side by side onto the backstretch they go. Terry Woodall drop back to 4th as they race into turn number 3. So Eric Tomlinson, your Summer Showdown Series leader, he rides in 3rd position, a little high up the racetrack, loses the grip just a little bit, comes down right in front of Terry Woodall, but everybody stays free and clear. They race into turn number 1 onto the back straightaway. Your race leader Ryan Slot, car number 49. He's got a healthy 5-car length advantage over Hardy Henderson, car number 63. Terry Woodall rides down there at the bottom of the track. There is Tomlinson up at the top and Derek Scott in the 0-1. So close battle happening back there for 3 through 6 back there. 3, 4, and 5, pardon me, as a matter of fact, is your hot spot on the racetrack. That 3rd position occupied by Terry Woodall. Eric Tomlinson in the 45 right there. And Derek Scott within shouting distance as he rides back at the back of that pack as Slot clicks off another lap, followed by Hardy Henderson. Here's Tomlinson going to take a peek down on the bottom. He'll now go back to the top of the racetrack. Terry Woodall down at the bottom, going to try a power move off of the top of the racetrack. Eric Tomlinson up at the top, Terry Woodall down at the bottom. Here they come around, up the track goes Tomlinson as they come around. Terry Woodall will hold on one more time. Meanwhile, back up at the front of the pack, working on lap number 6, it is your leader, Ryan Slot, in car number 49, as he's opened up that advantage to now about 10 car lengths over Hardy Henderson in car number 63 as they make their way around. Slot will check off another lap. The battle wages on for 3rd. Tomlinson down to the inside. Woodall up on the top side. They race into turn number 3. Tomlinson has that spot. Here's Woodall down at the bottom. Could be side by side coming off of turn number 4. Tomlinson with the advantage up on the top side. Woodall falls in behind, about 1 car length behind as the white flag is displayed for Ryan Slot that time by. There's Hardy Henderson flashing by in 2nd. Now Tomlinson free and clear into 3rd. The leader makes his way onto the back straightaway. He is halfway down the back stretch. The 49 of Slot. 1 car in front of him. That's the car of Tally. Looks like he will not be a factor. Here's the checkered flag in the air. Ryan Slot wins heat race number 2 for your modifieds, followed by Hardy Henderson and the 45 of Eric Tomlinson. Terry Woodall rounds out the top 4. Your Magnum Custom Trailer modifieds. Good stuff happening. Green flag is out. Let's go racing. Into turn number 1 they go. David Good Jr. down on the bottom, car number 7 onto the back straightaway. It is David Good Jr., your race leader. Coming down on the inside, Grantham in the 27G rides in 2nd, all the way to 2nd. That'll drop Bo Begnot back to 3rd. Tidwell back in the back in the 17 as they flash by. There's the 7G of David Good Jr., your race leader. Grantham hangs there in 2nd, followed by Bo Begnot. That's how they run 1, 2, 3 single file racing all the way around the racetrack here in your IMCA Magnum Custom Trailers Modified heat race number 3. Out of corner number 4, the 7Z of David Good Jr. is your race leader. 5-car length advantage over the 27 of Dwayne Grantham in the 27Z. About 7 car lengths back to Bo Begnot in the 32. Begnot bouncing up the hill. Here's Cody Tidwell in the 17. Cody Tidwell's going to take a peek down on the bottom, and he goes side by side with Bo Begnot into turn number 3. Here they come out of 4. That corner entry is very tough for Bo Begnot in the 32 as he dives that 32 into the corner, and it nose dives into the corner. You see it happen right about there, loses the momentum for the last 2 laps with Bo Begnot back on the gas. Let's see if he can hold off Cody Tidwell. Front of the pack is David Good Jr. in the 7G, leading over the 27G of Dwayne Grantham. And here's Begnot once again as he will battle with Cody Tidwell. They battle into turn number 1. Begnot right about there is where he's had his problem. Once again, a little bit of hesitation, and onto the back stretch they go. It may cost him this time as Tidwell will go down to the inside, and they race side by side through corners 3 and 4. Tidwell down on the bottom, Begnot up on the top. Bo able to hold on that time by as they race lap number 6 underway right about now. Your race leader into corner number 3. Healthy advantage for David Good Jr. as Bo Begnot still trying to hold off Cody Tidwell. That is your race right about now, the hot spot on the racetrack. Back up to the front of the pack, running all by himself is the 7G onto the back straightaway, followed by Grantham in the 27G. This next time by is your leader, darts through turns number 3 and 4 off of the banking. White flag in the air one more time around for David Good Jr. in car number 7G as he leads over Dwayne Grantham in the 27G. That's going to make the standings very close for the Summer Showdown Series extra money as that main event gets ready to happen here in just a little bit. Coming out of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air for David Good Jr. in car number 7G, taking it home. Dwayne Grantham in the 27G will come home second, and the car number 17 makes the pass. Cody Tidwell on the podium will come home third. Heat race. The leader, or your pole sitter, car number 5, racing along here, trying to beat the weather. Here they come. Out of corner number 4, green flag, we're racing. And off they go. There's Gaudette in the 5 out of turn number 2. Your race leader onto the back straightaway. Here comes Gandera down on the inside. Car number 60. Ellis, the meat of a sandwich here. Up on the top side. All kinds of action. Here is Gandera, or Gaudette in the 5. Your race leader down into turn number 1. Truck number 5 holding the advantage. Gandera in second place. 15-lap main event here for your street stocks. Onto the back straightaway they go. Gandera's going to take a peek down on the bottom. Here comes Tim Sikorsky in the 7S. Sikorsky is right there in third. Slot in the 48. Out of turn number 4. Down on the inside. Gandera in the 60 will lead at the start-finish line that time by. Car number 60 up at the top of the pack. Look at that move by the 09. That's Gerald Johnson. Gerald Johnson trying to make something happen, but it's Gandera as they split Gaudette. But look up in the mirror. Here comes the 48R of Rob Slott. Rob Slott right there, bringing Tim Sikorsky with him. Out of corner number 4 they come. This is lap number 3 here in your street stock main event. Racing down the front stretch into turn number 1. Slot on the bottom. Gandera, car number 60. Tim Sikorsky rides in third. Onto the back straightaway they go. Look at that 3-car breakaway. Sikorsky there. Slot in the 48R will take the position. Here's Gandera in the 60. They come out of corner number 4. Slot continues to hold on in the 48. Gandera, Sikorsky, 1, 2, 3. Can Slot hold on? Sikorsky wants to try to move down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll try to pull the move down coming off of turn number 2. Onto the back straightaway they go. And they race side by side into corner number 3. Sikorsky down on the bottom, Gandera up on top. Here is a 48R, Rob Slott continuing to lead, followed by Gandera and Sikorsky. Battle a little further back, down Tim Ellis down on the inside of Daniel Gaudette in car number 5. Meanwhile, back up to the front of the pack, it continues to be Slott holding on. Gandera in the 60. Sikorsky tries to look up on the top side. Nothing doing there. Gandera washes up the racetrack. Sikorsky down at the bottom. The 7S will make the pass, and Tim Sikorsky, your new second place car here in lap number 6. Working lap number 7 on the back straightaway they go. Rob Slott holding on. Tim Sikorsky, Adam Gandera, they run 1, 2, 3. All of that action happening back there for second has allowed Slott to really open up a nice advantage here as he completes lap number 7. Working up towards that halfway point here in this main event. 15-lap main event for the street stocks. Onto the backstretch. Slott, a comfortable advantage. If anything happens to tighten this up, trouble for the 60. Gandera drops back, loses 2 spots. Now Tommy Gorell up to 3rd, and that will move Ellis up to 4th. Another lap down in the book for Slott. There's Sikorsky. Now a whole lot of gaps here in the field as Gandera has slipped all the way back to position number 5. And Rob Slott in the 48R up at the front of the pack with a very healthy advantage over Tim Sikorsky. Tommy Gorell back to 3rd. Ellis in the 17, Tim Ellis, and then Adam Gandera. Next time around, it'll be 10 laps complete. 10 laps complete, 5 to go. As Slott into turn number 3, here they come around. It'll be 5 to go this time by for your race leader. Sikorsky about to start feeling some pressure from car number 9 to Tommy Gorell. Here they come out of the corner. There's Sikorsky. There's Gorell right there. Let's see if Tommy can reel him in. It's about 2.5 car lengths between the 7S and car number 9. Onto the back straightaway they go. That could be the battle developing right there as your point leader, Tommy Gorell, attempts to chase down Tim Sikorsky. Your top 2 point contenders in this division. The 3rd place contender battles rides in 3rd right about now, so that's it right there. As Gorell will try to chase Sikorsky. Rob Slott all by himself out in that top spot. his next time by as he comes out of turn number 4. This will be lap number 12. 12 down for Rob Slott in the 48R. Tim Sikorsky riding in second, and Tommy Garrett here in the street stock main event. Onto the backstretch, your race leader, Rob Slott, making his way down. He'll go into turn number 3. Up to the top of the racetrack is Randy Weatherford. Randy Weatherford in the 12R. He will move up the hill. And firmly by will be Rob Slott here as they race into turn number 1. 13 complete. Next time by will be 1 to go here for your race leader. Onto the back straightaway. There goes Slott down to the inside. He makes his way down past Weatherford. And they go down to the bottom of the racetrack. Everything very stretched out. The field running single file. Sikorsky rides in second. Tommy Garrett there in third. Tommy Garrett's trying to catch Sikorsky there in the 7. The white flag waves that time by for Slott. Huge advantage as Rob Slott has driven away with this main event here tonight into turn number 3. Checkered flag in the air this time by. Here is your winner. Car number 48R. Rob Slott takes it home in the street stocks. Second place coming out of corner number 4, the 7S of Tim Sikorsky. Rounding out your top 3, Tommy Garrett. 1, 2, 3 here in this main event. Street stock main event. Into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Green flag, we're racing. And away they go. Sewell into 15. A little bit of a hole shot. Ed Hall up on the top side trying to get a run. McGreen in the 95. Onto the back straight away they go. Look at that, threading the needle through there. Jeff Blackwood in the 88J as he's up to the door of McGreen. Down on the bottom, Holmeyer. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Make it 4 wide. Up on top, Ed Hall trying to hold on, Eddie Hall. Oh my goodness, look at Barry in the 02. Cars all over the racetrack, still going 3 wide. Sims, Barry, and Ellis in the 33. Battling into turn number 3, now maybe 4 wide. Up the hill goes Ed Hall. Oh man, tiptoeing through the corner. Here's McGreen down on the bottom. He will make the pass. McGreen goes by terrible Tim Sewell, and for the moment, Lightning McGreen is your leader. Car number 95J. Here's Sewell coming back at him. Onto the backstretch they go. McGreen able to hold on. There's the 88J once again. 3 wide battle. Grant Wallem down on the bottom. Matthew Berry in the 02. For the 88J of Jeff Blackwood off of the corner they come. Sewell almost into the tire. Able to make it by just by the hair of his chinny chin. Here they go. Up, back onto the racetrack goes Sewell. Now it's Berry there in the 80, or Blackwood in the 88. Here's Grant Wallem into 26. Wallem to the quarter panel. It's McGreen out in front. The battle happening there behind him. Storm and Steve Sims in the 58. There's the Ada Holmeyer. What a battle we have here in the Browning factory stock as they race along. Also into the battle now, car number 35 of Tony Blankenship. Blankenship is right there up on the top side, chasing Wallem in the 26. Onto the backstretch they go. Into the wall is Barry in the 02, but he's able to keep it straight. Down at the bottom of the racetrack, Tim Holmeyer in the 58. 3 wide. Oh, Sims, Holmeyer. Big crunch. Damage to the 8. That involved the 58 and the 34 laps complete out of 15. Here they come. Green flag in the air. We're racing. And off they go. Let's watch the 88J. That car was making some big moves. Jeff Blackwood, side-by-side battle. Grant Wallem into the tire. Kurt Ellis there, the 33. Everybody continues to move. But up at the front, it is McGreen. Here's Grant Wallem and Blackwood in the 88K as they flash by. Side-by-side battle. Wallem up on the top side. Blackwood down on the bottom as they all chase the 95. Here's Kurt Ellis going the wrong direction. That main event on the gas. McGreen's ready to go. Here they come. Green flag in the air. We're racing. And they flash by. Let's watch Wallem up on the top side in the 26 trying to make a move up there. Blackwood falls back or stays steadily there in third. There's Wallem up to the back bumper of the 95, taking a big run down into the corner. McGreen holding on. Trouble. Ed Hall in the 14 coming to a stop on the backstretch as he rides along the outside retaining wall. Here's the 95. Caution flag. Into turn number 3, Wallem and Blackwood. On the outside, green flag. Oh, pile up. Grant Wallem's car comes to a stop. Trouble. Sims, Sewell, Rashevsky, all. McGreen followed by Blackwood. Green flag in the air. We're racing one more time. 4 complete here in your factory stocks. Into turn 1 they go. It's McGreen. Blackwood is there. Stormin' Steve Sims rides in third. Tim Homeyer is your 4th place car now, so a good battle back for the 58 and the 8. Tim Sewell back in 5th. Single file racing around the racetrack. Here's Sewell coming down to the bottom. Smoke pouring out of the back of Stormin' Steve Sims' car. Looks like that could be a tire rub right there. Looks like a tire rub on the 58 as the car continues to move around. But onto the back straightaway he goes. Smoke pouring out of the back of that Buick Regal. It's Lightning McGreen in the 58. Here is the field making their way around once again. Lightning McGreen, car number 95. Blackwood in the 88. Sims holding on there in 3rd. We'll keep an eye and see what that tire does, and it may have gone. Sims up the hill, and the 58 will go flat, and he comes to a stop up at the top of turn number 2. They stay in line till they get to that restart zone right there at the pink tire. 6 laps complete. Green flag, Browning factory stocks. Lightning McGreen trying to hold on car number 95, but the 88J of Jeff Blackwood out of Waco rides in 2nd place. Battle happening there behind him. Terrible Tim Sewell in the 95. Tim Homeyer, what a battle back here by the 90 or by car number 8, as he's been able to battle back after an accident about 4 laps ago. Now Homeyer rides there in 3rd as he makes the pass into turn number 1. McGreen in the 95. Here's Blackwood in car number 88 onto the back straightaway. Let's see if Blackwood can chase down the race leader, the 95. Nice and steady. Lightning McGreen in the 95 as he's run down at the bottom of the racetrack. Nice steady pace here around the racetrack, and he leads lap number 8 as we work in this 15-lap main event. The 88J of Jeff Blackwood riding in 2nd, trying to close down the advantage. It's about 1 car length between them. The 95 and the 88J. Tim Homeyer riding there in 3rd. Homeyer down at the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get a run, trying to chase down these 2 leaders as they make their way out of 4. Once again, that's lap number 9. Lap number 9 complete. Here is the 88J of Jeff Blackwood. Blackwood down on the bottom. Big move down on the inside. Throws the block. Lightning McGreen. Down into turn number 3 they come. McGreen down on the bottom. Here is Blackwood. Boy, this is getting tight. Tim Homeyer sits right there in 3rd position as they make their way by once again. Homeyer riding in that 3rd spot. To the top goes Blackwood. Loses the grip just a tad bit. Able to hold on down to the inside. Let's see if he can keep it straight. Holds on to 2nd place. Still down on the inside. 1 car down on the inside down there. Looks like that's Hawkin. Here comes your race leader out of the corner once again. Continues to be McGreen as he continues to hold on. The 88 of Blackwood up on the top side. Homeyer down on the bottom. Race control talking to Kurt Ellison, the 33. It looks like he's got a locked up brake rotor in the back of that race car. You see the sparks and a little bit of blaze under the 33 car. But here's your race leaders. 3-way battle right here. Oh, Blackwood right up to the back bumper. Almost loses the grip. That's lap number 12. Jeff Blackwood all over the back bumper of Lightning McGreen. There's going to be some lap traffic in front of them as they make their way down the back straightaway. Your race leader, car number 95, Lightning McGreen, trying to hold off the advances of Jeff Blackwood in the 88J and Tim Homeyer in the 8. Here's your race leaders out of turn 4, down to the inside of car number 56, Bobby Caulfield. Blackwood to the top. Can McGreen hold on? McGreen is using up all of the racetrack, trying to keep that 88J behind. Onto the back straightaway they go. This time by, they'll be greeted by the white flag. Billy Rashevsky in front of him. Car number 94. White flag in the air this time by. Here's Blackwood down to the inside. White flag wave. Blackwood leads at the line. First lap, he's led. Crossover move. McGreen down to the bottom. Rashevsky right in front of him. Out of turn number 4. Blackwood up to the top. Here's McGreen. 3 wide. Rashevsky's down on the bottom. Let's watch a battle into turn 3. McGreen on the bottom. Blackwood up on the top side. Out of corner number 4. Up the hill they go. They touch. Give it to Blackwood. What a pass. Jeff Blackwood, Lightning McGreen, toe-to-toe at the line up towards the wall. Front nose piece comes off. McGreen takes a swipe there at Blackwood. Here they are. Allison Morris on the point, car number 94. Garrett Higgins on the outside. 15 laps to go. Here we go, everybody. Buckle up. It's race time at Cotton Bowl Speedway. off into turn number 1. Big hole shot move. Higgins, all sorts of contact back there, but everybody free and clear. Through turn 2, John Hobbs loses the grip. Everybody good. Look at A.J. Dancer, 3 wide down to the inside as he goes by Ken Plonsky. Egbert there in the 70. 3, 4 wide through turn 4. Oh, Hobbs almost into the pink tire. They flash by. Up at the front of the pack, it's Garrett Higgins in the 37H. Allison Morris rides in second. The 2-2 of Mike Newby. Mike Newby trailing the back bumper. The third place car. Bumper trailing off the back of that car. Let's see if it stays on. Here's Borjo in the 69B. A.J. Dancer rounding out the top 5. Car number 52 down to the inside. Side-by-side battle down the front stretch. A.J. Dancer trying to get down to the inside of Borjo. He's going to bring Terry Scherner with him up on the top side. Mike Newby holding on there in front of him in third. Onto the back straightaway, the field goes, led by car number 37H out of New Waverly. That's Garrett Higgins, but it's a battle behind him. Single file racing all the way back to Ken Plonsky and Terry Scherner, the 4T and the 01. They flash by. That's lap number 3. 3 laps complete here in this 15-lap main event. Up at the front of the pack, the 37H of Garrett Higgins checking out. But behind them, it is a gaggle of race cars racing back there. Here's Morris in the 94. Barely holding on to the back bumper. Mike Newby in the 2-2. A.J. Dancer rides in fourth. Jeffrey Borjo in car number 90 or 69B. Ken Plonsky right there looking up on the top side. Plonsky will take a peek, going to try to get down to the bottom. That is a battle for position. Plonsky free and clear. Makes the pass on Borjo and now puts himself into position number 5. Here's A.J. Dancer down on the bottom trying to make the move for third. He will have Mike Newby up on the top side, digging that Chevrolet Nova down on the bottom. Car number 52, A.J. Dancer. Let's see if he can get down, way down at the bottom of the apron of the racetrack. He will make the pass. That will shuffle Mike Newby all the way back to fourth. Fourth position for car 2-2. Ken Plonsky in his track. So now A.J. Dancer sets his sights on the 94 of Allison Morris as the leader continues to motor off. Garrett Higgins to the outside. There's A.J. Dancer. He will take it up nice and high and make a sweeping pass on Allison Morris. So it's Dancer all alone, free and clear into second position. Allison Morris rides in third, followed by Mike Newby, Ken Plonsky. Here comes Jason Batt. Terry Scherner into the wall on the back straightaway in the 01T, but he's free and clear. He hits the fence again. Up at the entrance of turn number 3. Almost some contact there with Tracy Scherner. Halfway home, free and clear, clean and green as we race here 7 laps in. Here comes your leader, Garrett Higgins, once again out of turn number 4. He'll check off another lap and leads another one. A.J. Dancer rides in second place, continuing to be followed by Allison Morris in car number 94. 2-2, Mike Newby. And now Jason Batt has made his way into the top 5. Jason Batt trying to win that extra money, but he's got a long way to go as he sits actually all the way back in position number 6. Here is your leader, Garrett Higgins. He's looking to win that main event, and he is in cruise control right about now as A.J. Dancer. That interval staying about the same, not really cutting into that advantage at all. We've been clean and green since the get-go. Down to the inside, Mason Doherty trying to make the pass on Jeffrey Borjo as they have Egbert right in front of them in car number 70. That is just outside of the top 5 as these battles really starting to heat up. Also making a move through the pack there is Pruitt in car number 25. But up at the front, 5 laps to go this time by for your race leader now on the back straightaway. Garrett Higgins, he owns a straightaway advantage over A.J. Dancer. Nice race here by the iStocks, sweeping out of turn number 4. Here's your race leader, Higgins, once again, as he will go to the outside of Tracy Scherner. Battle starting to shape up for third as Jason Batt takes a peek down on the bottom. Up on the top, it's Morris. Good race night tonight for Allison Morris. And here is Batt up on the top side. Batt's going to try the crossover. Yellow flag on the racetrack. And we get set to go once again. Lights are out around the racetrack. 4 laps to go. Green flag in the iStocks. Oh, big crash, front stretch. Big pile up, cars everywhere. Big smash. Big crash in the front. Here we go. 4 laps to go here in your iStocks. Higgins brings him down at the restart zone. Green flag. Out of the turn, side-by-side battle for second. Jason Batt down on the bottom. A.J. Dancer up on the top. Here they go onto the back straightaway, chasing Higgins. There is A.J. Dancer. Remember the last time we were out, we had a close, controversial finish. Higgins loses it. A.J. Dancer runs into to him. That puts Jason Batt up at the front. Jason Batt leads here with 3 laps to go up the hill. Winter leader Higgins took A.J. Dancer with him. Now Ken Plonsky to second. Mike Newby. Here comes Travis Norman into 3X. And Egbert. Side-by-side battle. Norman down on the bottom. Mike Newby up on the top side. Here they come around. Jason Batt this time by. This completes lap number 13. 2 to go for car number 9. Here's Mike Newby trying to battle all over the back bumper of Ken Plonsky. In the car number 4K, Travis Norman into 3X. Egbert. Here comes A.J. Dancer down to the inside. Once again, Dancer makes a pass side by side with Norman. This time by, white flag will be in the air for your race leader, Jason Batt. Out of turn number 4, Batt flashes by. Here's Dancer all the way back up to 4th after that incident with Higgins. On to the back straightaway they go. There's cars all over the place. Here comes A.J. Dancer. Going to try to get down to the inside of Mike Newby. Ken Plonsky rides in second. It doesn't matter. Free and clear down on the bottom of the racetrack. Car number 9 bringing it home. Summer Showdown Series. Jason Batt, Ken Plonsky, A.J. Dancer, Mike Newby. What a finish in your iStocks. That's how you do it. That is racing right there. We're about to find out. Here they go. Lights are out around the racetrack. The field coming down. Nathan Lavender in the birdcage. Green flag. Here we go. Off they go. Look at that big move up at the top. Chad Fitzgerald to the front of the pack. Car number 211. He'll bring the 10 car with him with Colby Miller. There's Mike Wagner. Quick one right behind him. In Don Painter, running 3 wide. They're down on the inside. Taylor Florio taking a peek down on the bottom. Trouble up on the top. Heath Stewart in the H14 running slow up along the top of the guardrail here down the front side. Stewart trying to limp it back to the pits. Onto the back straightaway they go. Bailey Curry with some contact as you see the front of that 05 car. And the caution flag. In for your sport mods. Colby Miller, Mike Wagner. Row number 2, Taylor Florio will start 4th. Here they come, 1 in the books, 19 to go here with your sport mods. On the gas, green flag. And off they go, Wagner quickly up to 2nd. Chad Fitzgerald on the gas. He will lead him down the back straightaway. Colby Miller hanging on. Here comes Don Painter up to the top side. 3 wide into turn number 3. Taylor Florio down on the bottom. Egbert in the middle. Up at the top, it's Caden Honeycutt. Here they come 4 wide out of turn number 4. They flash by the front straightaway one more time into turn number 3. And here's Mike Wagner. Quick one down on the bottom. Wagner side by side. Fitzgerald up on the top into turn number 3. Neck and neck. Here they come around. Cars bouncing around as they make their way out of turn number 4. At the line, it's Fitzgerald in the 211. Big crash, turn 4. Big crash, turn 4. Bailey Curry involved along with a couple of other cars. Let's see if Curry's car will get rolling. It will not. 17 to go. Summer Showdown Series race number 3 for your sport mods. Extra money on the line. Here they come. Green flag. 211 of Fitzgerald on the gas, and he will take the field into turn number 1. There's Wagner down on the bottom. Trevor Egbert in the 787. 3 wide momentarily. There's Colby Miller in the 10. He now goes to the inside of the 10D of Don Painter. Caden Honeycutt up on the top side into 37 out of turn number 4. Here they come. One more time by Fitzgerald. Single file. The top 3 cars. Double file back there with Colby Miller and the 787 of Honeycutt. Onto the back straightaway they go. Fitzgerald on the gas, and he leads Wagner and Don Painter. Honeycutt now firmly into 4th as we got 1 car down on the inside. And it looks like we stay clean and green. Everything continues. Green flag stays on the racetrack. A little bit of contact back there, a little bit further back. That's back there around 5th. Trevor Egbert. Oh, Caleb Kroom. A little bit of contact with Colby Miller. And everybody good. Back on the gas. And now you got a 4-car freight train right there with Rusty Head and Taylor Florio. Colby Miller in the 10. Looks like a flat tire on the left front of car number 10. So Colby Miller, not the way he had planned to finish off the night. Here is the 10. Also trouble. Looks like trouble down here with the car down on the inside, so you got 2 of them headed to the pits. Meanwhile, up at the front of the pack continues to be Chad Fitzgerald in the 211, leading Mike Wagner, Don Painter, Trevor Egbert, and Caden Honeycutt into turn number 1. 7 laps complete, working lap number 8. To the inside, Don Painter in the 10D. side-by-side battle. Mike Wagner up on the top side. Into turn number 3, they close in. Fitzgerald on the top side. Painter right there. Here they come. This is lap number 8 out of turn number 4. Wagner to the inside. Contact with Don Painter. Everybody stays nice and straight. Up the hill goes Painter. Trevor Egbert down on the bottom. 3 wide for second. Trevor Egbert, Mike Wagner. And the battle happening right there. Fitzgerald up on the top side. Fitzgerald squeezed out all the way to the top. Your new leader, car number 10D, Don Painter. Here's Trevor Egbert, the 787. Chad Fitzgerald riding third. Mike Wagner, Caden Honeycutt. What a battle in the top 5. Rusty Head rides back in 6th, a good ways back. But up at the front of the pack, you got a 3-wide battle. Honeycutt down to the inside. Wagner side by side, that is for third. Caden Honeycutt, car number 37. Battles out of turn number 4. Contact there with Mike Wagner. Quick one up the hill. Big time contact there with the 37. Here's Egbert down to the inside. Onto the backstretch. Trevor Egbert trying to make the pass on Don Painter. We are halfway home. This is lap number 11. They work into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, your race leader, the 10D of Don Painter, leads another lap. Trevor Egbert knocking on the door. Caden Honeycutt, the right side, bashed in on that 37 machine. Mike Wagner trying to hold off Chad Fitzgerald in car number 211. Rusty Head throwing out the hook, trying to reel in that top 5 and make his way into the money. Here they come by. One more time, your race leader, car number 10D of Don Painter. Trevor Egbert rides in second. Clash of the Titans right here up at the top. These two continuing to battle. They're trying to break away from Caden Honeycutt in the 37. What a nice run for the 37, making his way up from the 11th starting position. He now rides in third. 3-car length advantage here for your race leader, the 10D of Don Painter, as he continues to lead Trevor Egbert, battling into turn number 1. Car down to the inside. Egbert in the 717. Goes to the middle of the racetrack. He'll park it in the X right in the middle of the racetrack. Here's Don Painter as he comes up on the back marker. That's Dude Ferris in the 84, so Painter will have to work. Ferris loses a grip. Darts up in front of Don Painter, but Painter able to sneak by down on the inside. Here comes Egbert in the 787. They are working lap number 15 as they head onto the back straightaway. Ferris in trouble up on the top side. Caution flag comes out. Restart zone, green and going. Into turn number 1, can Painter hold him off? He's got a mad pack behind him. Onto the back stretch they go. Painter leads. Here's Honeycutt in the 37. Honeycutt all the way up from that 11th starting position. Mike Wagner closes. 3-wide battle, or 3-car battle back there. Trevor Egbert in the 787. Painter on the gas, and he's got about a car length on him. As they race through turn number 1, now out of turn number 2, Don Painter trying to hold on side by side. Mike Wagner, quick one. Caden Honeycutt up on the top side. Here's Wagner down to the inside. Close quarters there, almost a little bit of contact. Out of turn number 4, 4 to go this time by. Trevor Egbert hanging there second place in the 787. It does not look at this point that Trevor Egbert's going to be able to mount a charge on Don Painter. Egbert may be sitting back trying to find whatever groove Painter's running as he's continuing to run the middle of the racetrack. Egbert goes high out of turn number 4 that time by and loses about a car length and a half, and now Don Painter has stretched this out to 3.5 car lengths. Racing out of turn number 2 they go. Caden Honeycutt holds on in second. Mike Wagner, 4-car breakaway as they race here with 2 to go this time by. Chad Fitzgerald holding on to 5th. Rusty Head is there in 6th. 2 to go this time by for Don Painter. Trevor Egbert hanging right there. Honeycutt and Wagner, but they're running at about the same intervals here between them. A little bit of separation back from 2nd to 3rd as they make their way onto the back straightaway. Now Don Painter's opened it up to about 4-car lengths. Let's see if he can hold on to it. One more time around. 3/8 of a mile to go for Don Painter as he leads into turn number 1, taking the field down. Trying to take it to victory lane tonight. Onto the back stretch. The 10D down the back straightaway. The driver out of Austin. Multiple-time track champion all around the state of Texas. Long-time racing family. Don Painter wins it in the 10D. Trevor Egbert comes home second. Caden Honeycutt, Mike Wagner, and Chad Fitzgerald. Big win. Don Painter takes it to victory. 20 laps to go. Here they go. Start zone is the pink tire out of turn number 4. The big boys on the track. Green flag. Here we go. Turn turn number 1, off they go. Slot down on the bottom. Hardy Henderson up on the top. Onto the back straightaway they go. Hardy Henderson, big hole shot, car number 63. Slot there. There's Good, the 37. Oh, way up the hill. 4 wide Terry Woodall. Kevin Green getting involved. Here they come out of the corner. Side-by-side action right here down these long front straightaways. Hold on, Terry Woodall. All over the racetrack there. Woodall is good. Garrett Herring in the 1/8. He rides in position number 4. Here's Good Jr. down on the inside. Watch Slot in the 49. Up to the top of the racetrack goes Hardy Henderson out of quarter number 4. Here they come. Henderson continues to hold on, followed by Slot, Good, and the 1 of Herring. Behind them, Kevin Green down on the inside. The 37/8 going up the hill of Garrett Higgins. 2 laps complete here in your Magnum Custom Trailer Modified. 3-car battle up at the front of the pack. Slot trying to hold on as they slide out of turn number 4. Slot brings them down one more time to lead lap number 4. David Good Jr. down on the inside in the 7G. Side by side out of corner number 4. Drag race down the back straightaway. Good down on the bottom. Slot up on the top into turn number 3, trying to hold on. He washes up the hill. Here's Slot, crossover move out of 4. They touch just a bit down the front stretch. Dead heat at the line. Into turn number 1. Good on the top side. Slot on the bottom. It's Good up on top. He'll make the pass. Caution flag. David Good brings the field down. David Good Jr. 16 to go. Rock and roll. Let's do this. Drop out rag. Green flag. Here we go. Off they go out of turn number 2. It is David Good Jr. in the lead. Here's Kevin Green riding in second. Ryan Slide in the 49. Hardy Henderson 4th. And watch that 1H. That's Herring. That's your top 5. Up the track goes Herring. No longer in the top 5. Spinning Terry Woodall sits in the middle of the racetrack at turn number 4. Full 360. And it looks like Terry Woodall will sit there. Junior, your race leader in car number 7G. Kevin Green and Slot on the outside. Ryan Slot. Here they come. On the gas. Green flag. Here we go. Into turn 1 they go. Here is Kevin Green in the 5. Can he chase down the 7G? Onto the back straightaway they go. Working on lap number 6. This time by 3 wide battles all over the road. 3 wide battle back of the racetrack. Good battle happening right here between Harry and Tomlinson down on the inside. The 45T, the winner 2 races ago. He was your winner in the initial night of the Summer Showdown Series. Now Slot dropping back. Trouble in the 49. The 49 car dropping back. He's lost 3 spots. Kevin Green up the hill. Kevin Green may have something. Oh, Kevin Green broken, possibly something broken on the right front. We'll have to keep an eye on the number 5. Looked a little bit out of whack as he went by, but he's still on the gas, and that's really allowing David Good Jr. to open up the lead in the 7G. And Ryan Herring in the 1/8, or Garrett Herring in the 1/8, making his way. Looks like something definitely amiss on the 5 of Kevin Green as he is losing lots of ground. Onto the back straightaway they go. David Good Jr. and the caution flag. Ryan Slot and the 55 of Rick Talley. Here comes the field. At the restart zone, green and going. Into turn number 1. Can Good open up that whole shot advantage that he had a little bit earlier in the race? He's got 2.5 or 1.5 car lengths now. Into turn number 1. Kevin Green rides in second. Look at the battle there for second. Herring up the hill. Here's Eric Tomlinson. He will go to 3rd. So it's Eric Tomlinson sitting right up at the top of the Summer Showdown Series, looking to take that extra money. He now rides in 3rd. He wants to be a 2-time winner here in the Summer Showdown Series. This time around, they will be greeted in the birdcage. Nathan Lavender, cross flag, halfway home for your race leader, David Good Jr. in the 7G. Kevin Green, Eric Tomlinson, Herring, and Hardy Henderson, your top 5. Onto the back straightaway the field goes. Single file all the way back to outside the top 10. Ryan Slot trying to get down to the inside of Terry Woodall, with both of those cars running a little bit further further up in the pack until some unfortunate incidents. They find themselves now relegated at the back of the pack. Good battle happening right here just out at the edge of the top 5 as Herring trying to work on the top side of Hardy Henderson as he goes up the hill. What that does is open up the advantage now for Derek Scott Jr. So Derek Scott Jr. now trying to push down on the inside at his 0-1 as he will try to work to the inside of Herring in the number 1-8. Your race leader onto the back straightaway, working lap number 13, continues to be up at the front of the pack. David Good Jr. in the 7G, leading over Kevin Green and Eric Tomlinson. Click off another lap. This is lap number 13, 13 down here in this 20-lap main event. Herring continues to battle there in a nice battle with Hardy Henderson. And Derek Scott Jr., the 37H, continues to battle along. Garrett Higgins there right in front of Bo Begnon. The field coming around now, some lap traffic in front of him coming down to the inside. Tally will go to the top of the racetrack. Here's David Good Jr. down to the inside. David Good Jr. has now opened up that advantage to about 6 car lengths. He leads on the back straightaway. He'll make his way into turn number 3 down to the inside of Dwayne Grantham. And this time by, he will be greeted with 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go this time by for David Good Jr., the driver of car number 7G, followed by Green. And that lead continues to materialize and open up as they flash down to the inside of the 27G. Kevin Green just not able to bite into that lead at all of the 7G, but a little bit of a slip up there coming out of turn number 4. But it does not allow Green to reel him in. The interval stays at that same advantage of the Summer Showdown Series. Restart zone is the pink tire right there at the exit of turn number 4. They stay single file to there. Kevin Green taking a look down. Green flag, here we go. Big jump once again, already 1 car length into turn number 1 for Good Jr. Here's Tomlinson down to the bottom. Side-by-side battle onto the back straightaway. Kevin Green up on the top side. Eric Tomlinson right there behind him. Into turn number 3. Green in the 5. The 45T of Eric Tomlinson. Top shelf all the way around the racetrack. All 3 of your top 3 cars racing around. Let's watch Herring in the 1-8. He'll try to get involved in the battle. He opens up the bottom side, and here's Derek Scott Jr. in the 0-1. Back straightaway action they go. Taking the field into turn number 3. This time by, 3 laps to go for David Good Jr. Oh, trouble. Eric Tomlinson, your current point leader, but he'll gather it back in, and Tomlinson stays in 3rd. Right around the racetrack, 4 laps to go. Here we go. David Good Jr., Kevin Green, get ready to settle it at the restart zone. Green and going. Here we go. Down they go into turn number 1. 3-car battle. Tomlinson bounces up the hill, loses some momentum. Kevin Green is right there. 1 car length behind your leader, David Good Jr. Here they come into the corner. Kevin Green trying to wrestle that car down to the bottom, but he slides up the hill. This time by, 3 laps to go. Lap number 17 here in this 20-lap main event, Magnum Custom Trailer Modified main event. Onto the back stretch they go. 3 cars trying to break away. Hardy Henderson down to the inside. Side-by-side Herring able to hold on to the 4th spot as Henderson backs off a little bit, falls 1 car length behind. It's 3 to go this time by for your race leader, car number 7G, up to the top of the hill. He's rolling. It looks like the 37H of Garrett Higgins keeps it straight. We stay clean and green. Onto the backstretch, David Good Jr. will dive into turn number 3. This time by, white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. 3/8 of a mile for David Good Jr., car number 7G. Kevin Green rides in 2nd. Eric Tomlinson onto the back straightaway. Goes your race leader, the 37H of Higgins off the racetrack. Good Jr. down into turn number 3. He'll make it stick. Runs it out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. The American flag in the air. David Good Jr. wins it. Kevin Green comes home 2nd. Eric Tomlinson, 1, 2, 3 Magnum Custom Trailers main event. Here with your modifieds, and it will be up to somebody other than me to figure out who wins the Summer Showdown Series bonus money. $250 there because it was Tomlinson.